who just joined us.
Hey guys, sorry, Dominic Pittis. Sorry, it's been a while. I saw Wally call me this morning, and I was in the middle of a team workout. Hold on, let me turn my camera on for you guys here. I was in the middle of a team workout, and then decided to see if you guys were here, and sure enough, you are. So,
really good to see you.
Yeah, see you guys. Well, Peter, I don't think we've met. I'm sure we've maybe crossed paths. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Well, I'm in the States. I'm in a little state called Connecticut, part of New England. And my history is coaching-wise, prep school in the States for for 12 plus years. ACHA hockey, which is the club hockey, for 7 years. And just recently retired. I say recently, it's been 3 years now. Time flies. I was an NCAA hockey coach in Connecticut, and now I do color commentary for that team with the broadcasts.
Oh, great! Yeah, I'm in the States as well. I give you a little bit of my background. I played for a bit, half in North America and some in half in Switzerland for a while, and then got into coaching with one of my former coaches in the Flames organization for a while, and then moved down to Stockton, California with their farm team in American League, and then ended up taking over a prep school program in Stockton, St. Mary's, and so yeah, I've just been trying to make ends meet. Started a girls program. I have 3 girls that play, and that was part of it, was to be able to start a program. And so we've got a girls program and a boys program, and we've played some events in the CSSHL in Canada, up in Canada, and then we do play some in the States. We've been to the NAHA tournament with the girls, mostly with the girls. We'll go in the States. NAHA with the girls. We went to the Rock City in Rochester, and we've had a couple girls graduate. One's playing at RIT, and the other one's playing at Nazareth. So we're just
so one of the girls is playing at Naz.
Yeah, my daughter.
Oh, so that's awesome. So we have a mutual. Well, I'm not sure if he's a mutual friend of yours yet, because he's a head coach there, Chris Baudo.
Oh yeah, I've got a lot of time for him.
Chris and I coached at the gunnery school together for 12 years.
Wait, and so that was in Connecticut that you guys go together? Yeah. No, she's there. She's a freshman there this year, and she made the dean's list. She's in nursing in Nazareth, and she made the dean's list in nursing. And their team, they've got a really competitive team, and he does a great job. I'm able to watch his practices on Live Barn, so I'm always I'm able to. He does a good job there, and his emotional intelligence is so high, and I think it has to be if you're going to be coaching girls collegiately, any level anyways. But yeah, he's my daughter. He was one of the main reasons why she chose to go there, just because of it's small sample size, but she had a good feeling of his personality and that. So
yeah, he's a good human for sure. What years were you in Stockton?
So I was there. So when the first year it was there, so it would have been 2015, maybe 2015 to right after the pandemic. So 2020, I think 2021 was my last year there with I had Ryan Huska was my head coach, and then Cale McLean was my head coach there. They're both up with Calgary now. But yeah, we had some pretty good teams there. They had like Rasmus Anderson and Manjapani were playing as rookies. They were good. They were really good as rookies, actually. They were solid. Dylan Dubé, I mean, he's kind of whatever's happened with him, but yeah, there were some good players there.
Yeah, well, I had a boy that I coached at Pee Wee's who he played at Stockton, but it was like 09 and 10. So it was,
yeah, I would have been there. Or no,
you,
09, 10. Oh, sorry, that was the East Coast League. Yeah, sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
he played there. He played there back then.
Yeah. That, and I mean, I think that they took the success that the East Coast League team was having from an attendance standpoint, because they were selling the rink out. There was like they had averaged 5,000-6,000, and they thought they were going to parlay that with the American League team without having to do any of the work as far as continuing the customer, relations, and that didn't work out so well. They obviously moved him back to Calgary. So
Sure.
sorry, guys.
Well, it's good. It's a small world. I'm gonna definitely text Chris later and tell him that we met.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah. If you got hard time, let me know. I got some stories I can tell you.
Dom, I got to ask you, just for the people that might be listening, you made the point of that coach's emotional intelligence and the importance of it in female hockey. I'm gathering it's important in male hockey, but not as popular or not as common. Can you talk to that, the emotional intelligence side of coaching and female hockey, and how it could be more beneficial to all coaches?
Yeah. Well, I think it's. I think it's. I think even on the men's side, it's super important as well. I mentioned Cale McLean was one of the guys that I worked under in Stockton, and now he's in Calgary. And he has very, very high emotional intelligence. And again, emotional intelligence to me just means that he's very aware of the people that are around, and trying to include all of them, and trying to make sure that they're heard, and that they've that they have some say. I mean, obviously he's the boss and everything else, but I feel that he was very, very thoughtful in everything that he did. And I don't think I think to be at that level, you have to have a lot of thought in what it is. But his consideration was, how it would affect the group, and how it would, any painstaking measures to be able to get to that. But he was very successful, and we had a very good culture because of that. I think Chris in Nazareth, I know, talking with my daughter, they'll have the girls will go to him and say, you can't say that to us. You can't talk to us that way. And then he'll be like, yeah, no, you're right. And then he'll adjust. So I always think, this is nothing new. I think coaching is very much a partnership, and it's become more so that, it's not hard. You just look at any NHL timeout for the most part, and the players have a huge, and they're the top players. They have a huge say a lot of times in what's going on. Like, you can see there's a very much an interaction, and that's going on between the coach. But yeah, I would say that for me, and again, I coach both the boys and the girls. It's very, very different in the way that they learn, and in the way that they, that you communicate with them. But I still think the common underlying theme is that there has to be, there has to be that give and take, and that for them to be able to feel that they can give some input as to what is ultimately going on. But looks very different. I will concede that it looks very, very different from the boys to the girls in the way you do that. But
Tom, the term emotional intelligence, what are your thoughts on that relative to coaching?
Yeah, I think, I don't think you'll last very long if you don't have it. I think, I think it's just having an awareness of the people around you, and how they contribute to what you're doing, and being able to include everybody, and to have a sense. Again, it's very, very, I mean, it's, I mean, you guys all know, you guys coach for a lot longer than I have. It's very, very difficult to be able to try to meld multiple personalities together. But I think that's, that to me is the hardest part, is trying to get the best out of everyone, try to get their best. So I think to be able to understand that, the fine line between being able to be a leader and to be able to have a direction, but to be able to have the input of everyone to be able to go the right way is, is to me what most intelligence is. Maybe it's, that's what I think it is.
Well, the two words that come to my mind, Dom, and your daughter, and where she's chosen to go, and the relationship and with the coach, the two words that are essential to emotional intelligence are trust and respect. And it sounds like that's happening for your daughter, and she's playing, and you're a hockey knowledgeable guy. And so the choice that's made and the idea of appreciating that, you value it and understand its importance. And I'm sure your daughter grew up valuing that more than anything, because you've seen it all relative to different coaches, entering at the community level out there in Stockton, and looking at different people whose egos were off the wall and they were demanding, and it was my way or the highway. I don't know if that's a problem anymore, but I certainly don't see it in our association. The coaching staffs I watch are unbelievable. There's a great relationship with players. Trust and respect is evident in my mind, but that's what I sort of hear from you.
Yeah.
Somebody's got some background noise there. Who is it?
Oh, that's probably me. My apologies. I'm in the athletic office, and I've got the so.
That's in your office.
My apologies. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Hold on. Let me close the door here. Hold on.
It's no big deal. Yeah.
Great to have Dom on again. He was on a heck of a lot a few years ago when he was coaching with the Flames and assisting, and then he moved down to Stockton. And I worked with him in minor hockey a lot, but we grew up knowing each other. So welcome back, Dom. How is your overall program going? Are you still head coaching guys and girls?
Unfortunately, I am. Yeah. Yeah, it's